Good afternoon, everybody. You are looking live, the Golden Dome Athletic Center, downtown Newark, New Jersey. What's going on, Raider Vision? Rutgers, Newark, men's volleyball making their home debut as part of a tri-match versus St. Elizabeth. They are first up, taking on the Scarlet Raiders. Game 2 will be Bard versus St. Elizabeth. And Game 3 scheduled for 6 o'clock start. Rutgers, Newark taking on Bard College. So, folks, what a day. Happy Inauguration Day. Happy MLK Day. And happy Monday. I'm John Heffernan. I'll be doing the play-by-play today for you. And hope springs eternal, folks. Last year, Scarlet Raiders, pretty impressive year under their now third-year head coach, Aiden Albrecht, the defending ECAC champions, in addition to being the New Jersey Athletic Conference champions for St. Elizabeth. Last year, 8-19 overall, 3-3 in the conference. They did qualify for the United East postseason men's volleyball tournament, losing in the first round. They are led by their second-year head coach, Dan Crispo, and their assistant coach, Francesca Aznaghi. The assistant coach is four-year Scarlet Raiders. We mentioned Aiden Albrecht, big winner of the 30 for 30 award, and one of the many accolades from this former Penn State Nittany Lion, who has brought so much dynamic and award-winning play here to the Golden Dome for men's volleyball. Of course, All-American Andrew Zalek, now an assistant coach here at Rutgers Newark, along with the strong middle, Danny Quay, helping out the head coach, Aiden Albrecht. Rutgers Newark returns their All-American center, and one of the captains of this team, Derek Au. He is certainly one of our players to watch for the Scarlet Raiders. Scarlet Raiders have lost a couple of players since graduation back in May. Lucas Blanco being one of them, and Marty Kromulak. Marty, what up? Miss you, brother. I hope you're watching. That equates to a lot of size not being in the equation this year. But according to Derek Au, one of the captains of this Rutgers Newark's team, they've got the perfect combination this year of size, ball control, and power. Some of that power coming from the outside from Alex Kaloje. Of course, Kaloje will be one of the starters today. Alex Kaloje, 6'3" sophomore out of Old Bridge, leading the way in kills this season for Rutgers Newark. He's got 24 kills for the Scarlet Raiders. And speaking of kills, when it comes to St. Elizabeth, they are headed up in that department by Cody Peters, the all-time kills leader for St. Elizabeth. Cody Peters, in his 6th season with the Eagles, due to COVID and all sorts of stuff, they were able to get Cody Peters back out here for another season, and that's good news for head coach Daniel Crespo. Let's talk about the rest of the starters for the Scarlet Raiders. Middle sophomore, 6'3" out of Fairlawn. Number 3, Vincent Lopez. And number 2, senior 5'6" out of Passaic, the libero Fernando Paradis. Junior outside, 5'11" out of East Brunswick. Number 6, Sean Spring. The graduate student, 6 foot from Orlando, Florida. Number 14, Derek Au. We mentioned number 16, Alex Kaloje, 6'3" sophomore, opposite out of Old Bridge. Alex Salatki, a freshman, one of the new faces for the Scarlet Raiders, 6'3" out of Austin, Texas. And finally, another sophomore, another freshman, 6'4" middle, out of Old Bridge, number 21, Massimo Rocca. Folks, we are set, almost set, to get things kicked off here. Our officiating crew today is comprised by Paul Aiello. He's the R1. R2 is Eric's Tetris. The line judges Rob Gonzalez and Don McManus. Let's go to the floor for the first serve of the match. And there's Al setting up the big swing, but it is long, so the point will go to the Eagles. The Eagles are starting Jerry Chablé, Diego Rondon, Sam Lugo, Kennedy Ibizam, Cody Peters, Carlos Saldana, and Jonathan Mundere. Another Long shot this time. Sean Spring takes a swing. And these guys might be a little amped up. Of course, this tri-match was supposed to be played yesterday, but due to the inclement weather, it was rescheduled for today. Personally, I was expecting a little more snow here in Newark, but we got away pretty much unscathed, maybe an inch or so no big deal. And there's the first point of the match from Rutgers Newark. And once again, welcome everybody. John Heffernan with the play-by-play, and it's the home debut for your 2025 Rutgers Newark Scarlet Raiders men's volleyball team. As the play continues, we'll go to the outside and a big swing there by Sean Spring, and he'll get the kill off the set from Derek Au. Rutgers Newark 1-1 on the season after their battle for the boardwalk. Starting on the road, they beat Rivier 3-1 and followed that up with a loss in straight sets to LaSalle. LaSalle ranked in the top 20 in the country. And there's another kill by Spring. A nice net play by number 3. I'm sorry, that's Vincent Lopez, my bad. Vincent, 6'3", middle, out of Fairlawn, New Jersey. And it will be out to serve. Eagles set it up on the outside. Nice block at the net by Rutgers. Another big swing, this one long, and the point will go to Rutgers. We play the best of 5 here today. Rutgers and the home white with the red numbers, and the Eagles in the, I don't know, what would you call those? A little blue and white? Blue, white, black? A little two-tone action going on in those visiting sweaters, as they say in the National Hockey League. But this ain't no NHL, man. Speaking of the NHL, how about the great one, Wayne Gretzky, showing up at the inauguration today in Washington, D.C. It's pretty cool to see for all you hockey fans. Of course, the New Jersey Devils play right down the street here in Newark at the Prudential Center. I've been fortunate enough to work with the Devils a couple of times under the tutelage of Joe Cucci, who does a great job wearing many hats at the Prudential Center. I've been able to be the public address announcer for your New Jersey Devils. Devils on a tough stretch these days. I think they've lost 10 or 12 or something after a terrific start to the season. They're in the winter doldrums. They'll sure to snap out of it. Jack Hughes and his brother doing all sorts of good things at the Prudential Center. Back to the action, Rutgers. 6 now serving 3 for Sean Spring. And Spring, oh, that's a nasty low driving serve. It's handled, though, by the Eagles, but that's going to be an error on number 9, Carlos Saldana, out of Elizabeth, New Jersey, 6'2", sophomore right side. So Rutgers on a bit of a roll here after a shaky start. And another point for the Scarlet Raiders. Daniel Crespo in his second season for the Eagles coaches both the men's and women's team. Terrific guy. Nice to see Danny in the house tonight. Danny, of course, coaches, helps out with the clubs and some of the high schools in the area as well, near St. Elizabeth, and he played his college volleyball himself as a middle blocker at NJCU and has coached for 20-plus years. And St. Elizabeth is lucky to have him. And we mentioned the Eagles making the conference tournament last year in the United East, losing that first round to Lancaster, which is a pretty prominent school in their own right. 10 teams make up the United East Conference for men's volleyball. As play continues here after the Eagles point, it'll now be 5, serving 8 for number 3, Sammy Lugo, out of Hackensack, New Jersey, another graduate student on this roster for the Eagles. Oh, and Lugo did a great job there of handling that chin music from Rutgers. But it's answered Once again, this time, it's number 16, Kaloje, in on the fun for the Scarlet Raiders. Gotta be so impressed by this Old Bridge, New Jersey pipeline on this iteration of the 2025 Rutgers Newark Scarlet Raiders men's volleyball team. Impressive. A lot of young faces, a lot of new faces, and certainly a lot of players from Old Bridge. They include Massimo Rocco out of Old Bridge and Alex Kaloje, to name a few. I can throw Evan Jasmine into the mix as well. Number 3, Vinny Lopez out of Fairlawn with the serve. And the point will go to Rutgers Newark. And it's good to see a strong start here from the Scarlet Raiders. We mentioned they got handled, let's just be honest, by LaSalle, a mighty volleyball powerhouse here in Division III in the Atlantic City tournament just last weekend. So Rutgers looks to get back onto the winning track here today. And a timeout being called by Daniel Crespo and the St. Elizabeth Eagles. Hey, folks, thanks so much for tuning in. And don't go anywhere. We got a full slate of volleyball today. Match number 1 of 3 on the slate here today. St. Elizabeth Bard and your Scarlet Raiders. John Heffernan with the call on this makeup day here at the Golden Dome after yesterday's weather interruption. We're glad you've joined us. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back right after this.
If we told you that this may hold the key to improving gut health for millions of people around the world. Or that we're studying how art can boost our mental and physical well-being. That this represents a profound reimagining of how we're educating the next generation of care providers. Or that he was able to get him healthy and back on the mic thanks to our innovative care delivery. These are just a few of the ways Rutgers Health is breathing new life into academic health.
Back live at the Golden Dome after the Eagles timeout. It will be number 3 for Rutgers. Vinny Lopez to serve. 12 serving 5. And Lopez does his thing, but the answer from the Eagles, and credit the kill to number 5, Kennedy Abizam, a 6'5 junior. Man, he is a strong presence in the middle for the Eagles out of West Orange. Excellent ball control there. As number 20, Salatki, tried to mix it up. And it comes back over, and Massimo Rocco says, I'll take it from here. Rocco, man, that guy's got some swing or what? This guy, 6'4", freshman. We mentioned the Old Bridge pipeline. Massimo representing Old Bridge strong on that point. OBS, Old Bridge strong, baby. Oh! And it was touched by Diego Rondon, and the point will go to Rutgers. So once again, it's Kaloje, the 6'3 sophomore, to serve. That tournament last weekend down in Atlantic City, the first time they've done it for Division III. Normally it's a Division I soiree. Looking to expand the horizons, and makes a lot of sense. So we're happy that Rutgers Newark was included in the Battle of the Boardwalk. Nice set by Oh, and that's gorgeous. Derek to number 20, Salatki. The freshman out of Westlake High School, Austin, Texas product. They do everything big in Texas. We got a good look at a big swing there. Man, I'm giddy watching some of these new guys. It's a new season for the broadcast team here at Rutgers Newark. Man, oh man, These guys are dirty. Kaloje with the ace continues this run for Rutgers as it's now 16 serving 6. And that's the first ace of the day for number 16. AK looking okay, a little more than okay after that nastiness. And the left-handed serve from Kaloje is handled by the Eagles. Got to get it over on 3. And the desperate swing by Peters is long. Peters, one of the leaders out of Bergenfield, New Jersey for this Eagles team, as number 16, Kaiser Kelly, 6 foot outside, junior out of Jackson, checks in for the Eagles. It's St. Elizabeth University taking on your Rutgers Scarlet Raiders here in a chilly Martin Luther King Day here in Newark, New Jersey. We're glad you joined us, everybody. Stay with us. We got a full slate of games today and a pretty good one here if you're a Scarlet Raiders fan, especially as they take the 18-6 lead. Kaloje refuses to give up his run here as the points continue to pile on for the Scarlet Raiders in this very first set in the home opener at the Golden Dome Athletic Center. And the lefty, oh my gosh. I mean, not a whole lot that Jerry Chablay could do with that one. Nearly took his head off. I think it did knock off the noggin. The 5'10" junior gives a sheepish smile. Jerry, I feel you, brother. That's a rocket. That is an absolute rocket. And Chablay is going to shake off the cobwebs, and Danny Crespo will talk it over with his guys. We'll be back in about 60 seconds, folks. Rutgers with a 19-6 lead. Time now for a station identification.
Take a look at this. Now, what does this cheese doodle-looking thing have to do with curing diseases? A whole lot, really, because scientists at Rutgers Health are conducting groundbreaking research on how these microbiomes may contribute to inflammation in our bodies. Understanding these organisms may help us cure several inflammatory intestinal disorders, gesundheit, and even some allergies. It's just one of the ways Rutgers Health is using academic health to breathe new life into research.
Back here live at the Golden Dome. 7 attacking errors for St. Elizabeth. One of the storylines here in this first set. It's now 19 serving 6 for Rutgers. And Kaloje continues his dominance. And man, that lefty serve throws off a lot of people. And it just, you don't really know where it's going. It's like he's got some magnets in that ball. That one, I mean, you can't place it any better than Kaloje did right there, right at the feet on the back line. And Saldana was the unfortunate recipient of that crazy serve from Kaloje. For those watching at home, for you youngsters, you may not have to be a left-handed player to appreciate what Kaloje can do with the ball and the serve. I mean, it's in a master class here, a clinic being put on by Kaloje. Kaloje once again. Oh, this time the libero for the Eagles gets a piece. And Peters is able to knock it over. It's returned by Rocco. And once again, Peters is there for the Eagles. Oh, gosh. My goodness gracious. I mean, Solotki. Where did they find this kid? Man, they're doing some working on an oil rig somewhere in Austin. My gosh, this guy is unbelievable. Not to feed into stereotypes, a lot more than oil happening in the great state of Texas, but Solotki is one of the greats coming out of that state. And this kid's just a freshman. Gosh almighty. This is fun to watch, folks. 22 now, serving 7 after the Eagles point. And it's going to be the 6th-year Cody Peters. And Comine and Silva checking in now for the Scarlet Raiders. Juan, the 6'3 junior, middle out of Elizabeth, and Caden Comine, number 18, a freshman out of Hawaii and Maryknoll High School. I was supposed to attend the practice on Friday after the, was it Friday? Saturday. I think it was Saturday. After the Boardwalk tournament, but that practice was rescheduled or moved to another time, so I'm still getting to know these guys as well. I was looking forward to doing that last week, but was not in my control, as it's 23 serving 7 now for Rutgers. Yeah, Peters is there. And the follow, beautiful job by Kennedy Abizam, the 6'5 junior, with the kill for the Eagles to keep them alive. And it will be Service Eagles. Kennedy will do the honors. Look how far back he gets. Big running jump serve. Man, he gets all of that. Oh, kill. Number 6, Sean Spring. And folks, we've got, should be, actually, that's a point to the Eagles. My bad. 23 serving 9. So a couple points in a row here now, as there's going to be a service error. Now it's set point. And looking to close it out here will be Massimo Rocco, 6'4 freshman, number 21. And ace for Massimo. And the first set goes to Rutgers. They take it 25-9. Dominant performance by the Scarlet Raiders. We're going to switch them out, folks, and set number 2 coming your way in just a couple of minutes. And match number 2 is tentatively scheduled for approximately 2 p.m., depending on how long this one goes. And by the looks of things, it might be a short match based on that set number 1. But listen, you never know what can happen. Set number 2 moments away. Match number 2, it'll be Bard College versus St. Elizabeth, and that will be followed by Rutgers versus Bard. Folks, you're watching Rutgers Newark Men's Volleyball live on Raider Vision. We'll be back with set number 2. Rutgers is up 1-0. Back after this. And we're back here live, folks, at the Golden Dome Athletic Center. Rutgers Newark with a dominant performance in that set number 1. They take it 25-9. If you're just joining us, this is match 1 of 3 on the day as part of our tri-match here at the Golden Dome in Newark. And St. Elizabeth needs to make some adjustments here in set number 2. If you look at the kills alone for Rutgers Newark in that first set, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys for Rutgers Newark in the kills department, led by number 20, Salaki, and number 21, Massimo Rocco, with 3 and 2 kills, respectively. For St. Elizabeth, 2 kills for Kennedy Abizam. Looks like we are nearly set to go here in set number 2. We're going to keep it right here, though, for a moment. You know, I had an opportunity to talk to Derek Al before the game tonight, one of the captains of this team, 5th-year player. Comes in with a lot of confidence, and having played with guys like Andrew Zalek and Danny Quay, to name a few, he talked about the importance of being able to share that with some of these younger guys like Kaloje and Salaki, and just bringing some of his knowledge to this team is just such a huge bonus for head coach Aiden Albrecht, the returning 2024 ECAC champions and the returning NJAC champions. So a lot of potential for this team. Some other things that Derek Out talked about prior to the game, helping the younger guys with film study, talking about the other guys who have come through this program. Derek said he's so happy he transferred here. It's one of the best decisions he ever made, and we are honored to have him. And a lot of his family were very much involved as well. Namely, Derek's grandfather down in Florida. I want to say hello to Derek's granddad down there, and amongst many others that follow Derek. And it's the final swan song, the final year for Derek. So we are all excited to have Derek back for his final year. If you talk about some of the other leaders on this team, Aiden Albrecht has Fernando Paradis as well as one of the captains. In addition to, let's go back to the floor for the start of set number 2. And Aiden Napito, one of the tri-captains as well. Aiden not here today, unfortunately. Nothing serious there, just has another commitment, and that's going to be an ace for Rutgers Newark. In addition to number 17, Gabriel Carrera, also not here today, out of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. So those are the only 2 scratches of note today for the Scarlet Raiders. We'll miss both of those guys and get back soon. And it's another ace for Rutgers. So they pick up where they left off in set number 1 this time. It's Caden Comine, the freshman out of Hawaii, who's on a bit of a tear here. 2 straight points. It'll be Comine to serve once again. Comine refuses to relinquish the serve, as it's 3 straight points for Rutgers Newark to open up this second set. And that's going to be out. 4-0 now. 4 straight points for the Scarlet Raiders. Another player to watch this year, according to Aiden Albrecht, is the guy you see right there in the middle. Number 21, Massimo Rocco, the 6'4" freshman. Coach Albrecht saying how big and physical and athletic this guy is, and is really emerging in his freshman year in this short, young season as a player to watch for the Scarlet Raiders. He got the start today. Number 21 still looking for his first kill. Correction, Rocco has 2 kills today. And it's another point for Rutgers. 5 now serving 1. And this time it'll be Salatki, number 20 out of Austin, Texas, with the serve. Returned by number 8, Enoch Joaquin. That was number 9, I'm sorry, Carlos Saldana. And another point for Rutgers. We got Denise Thompson doing the public address announcing today. What a treat that is. Denise wears lots of hats here at Rutgers Newark, and pretty darn good PA announcer, I might add. Oh, nasty block at the net by the Scarlet Raiders. And now to the outside. There for the Eagles was Lugo. Good job there as the Eagles, combination of Saldana and Lugo, secure the point. And it will be Lugo now to serve. Libero will step out, Chablais. And in comes the big man, Kennedy Abizam. It's Lugo to serve, 6'3", graduate student. In the middle, the point will go to the Eagles as the Scarlet Raiders looking to channel some of these points through the middle. Unsuccessful there, but it will be Lugo once again now. 3 serving 6 here in set number 2. And the right-hander deals. Oh, big swing by number 1. It was touched by the Eagles. That was Jerry Chablais. Chablais 5'10". I'm sorry. What am I talking about? That was Jan Gomes. The outside, 6'2" out of Newark. Still getting some of my cobwebs cleaned out. And this is our first match of the year. Nice net play there by number 15 and number 7, Silva and Johnson. Keep your eye on number 7 for Rutgers. Johnson, but what a misdirection there by Juan Silva. Credit the kill to number 15. Man, that looked beautiful. And I was talking about it, number 7, Amir Johnson, 6'3", out of Scotch Plains. Big physical guy. Scotch Plains, Fanwood High School. That's a nasty-looking serve from Massimo. And another point for Rutgers as Roca will serve again. You got Silva, Johnson in the middle, along with Ben Harrington, 6'1" freshman out of Orlando, Florida, on the hardwood right now. Number 18 also out there, Comine, and number 12, Gavin Walker Mason, the 5'10" sophomore out of Peoria, Arizona. And the libero now being switched up, Evan Jasmine back in on the rotation. So 4 now serving 9 for number 9, Carlos Saldana. Now that's going to be a service error and a point to Rutgers. So Silva, after that good-looking point just a few moments ago, will now do the service honors for Rutgers. That big jump serve from big number 15, Juan Silva. Now to the outside, poking it over was Peters. Back to Silva, and that's going to be an attacking error against Silva. Rutgers hitting a .250 as far as their hitting percentage goes. 10 aces for the Scarlet Raiders, none for the Eagles. 11 digs for Rutgers to 7 for the Eagles. 10 reception errors for the Eagles to none for Rutgers. That really talks about the strength of the serving here this afternoon for Rutgers. And an acrobatic point from number 1, Ben Harrington. Timber Creek High School, and Harrington will now serve for Rutgers. So what Rutgers has lost in size this year with Blanco and Kromulak having moved on, the ball control looks excellent here in this matchup this afternoon. And they've got a lot of physicality too. A no-doubter there on the kill. I believe that was Peters.
Now serving number 5, Kennedy Abiza.
That's going to be a service error, point to Rutgers. As they continue to pile up the points here in set number 2, they lead at 13-7. Derek Au, who has not played here in this second set, giving some of the other guys a look against St. Elizabeth, was talking about the nucleus of this 2025 iteration of Rutgers, and got a taste of it in the split they had down in Atlantic City. He said, although we've lost size, we've gained ball control, more balance, size, strength, and control. And nice net play there. The combination of number 21, Rocco, and number 18, Comine, produces a point for Rutgers. Those guys are strong in the middle. Also joining those two is Salatki. Silva out there as well, in addition to Ben Harrington. Rutgers gives up one there, and it's now 8 serving 15 for Diego Rondon, a senior out of Kearney. He is the setter today. Rondon with the service error. So you look at some of the size on this Eagles team. Abizam is 6'5", Lugo's 6'3", Saldana 6'2". It's not that Rutgers is just dominant. It's not like they got some 6'10 guys, 6'8 guys. Not the case this year. But I think, overall just a little more dynamic than last season based on what we're seeing here today. And Silva's going to get the kill. A little more well-rounded. Think about the freshmen on this Rutgers team. Suarez, Rocco, Salatki, Colmine. In addition to Harrington, all freshman players. So it's a young team, but everything clicking, everything working right for Aiden Albrecht and his Scarlet Raiders. Rutgers takes the 17-8 lead into the timeout here in set number 2. Rutgers is up 1-0, and we'll be back after this brief Rutgers timeout.
What if I told you that this represents a profound reimagining of how we're educating the next generation of care providers? Rutgers Health created a first-of-its-kind dual doctorate program that combines a pharmacy degree with a medical degree. It's this sort of expertise that's giving Rutgers graduates a leg up on providing the best care possible.
Thank you, doctor.
It's just one of the ways Rutgers Health is using academic health to breathe new life into education.
Back live at the Golden Dome after the Eagles timeout. Here in the set number 2, it'll be Rutgers to serve. It's Caden Comine for the Scarlet Raiders. Oh, from the middle, another point through the middle, and it's Rocco again for Rutgers. It'll be number 10 to serve for St. Elizabeth, Jonathan Munderay. Nice looking serve from John. Now to the outside for Silva, blocked by the Eagles. Interesting point developing here. And that will be a kill for the Eagles. The resurgent Eagles after that timeout, looking strong in this last couple of points. 10 serving 18. And point Rutgers.
Point Raiders, now serving number
Salotki.
Alex Salotki.
Lotke will serve. Big swing, man, that is nasty from the freshman. He makes it 20-10 here in set number 2. That was handled by the libero, Chablais.
Point Eagles.
And the Eagles will capitalize, get a point of their own. 11 serving 20 for number 3, Sam Lugo. And Lugo is going to get the service error there. Lugo, a business administration major. Impressive serve by Rocco. Punching it over on 3 is Peters. Silva got all of that one. Kill Rutgers. 22 now to 11. It's been all the Scarlet Raiders here this afternoon in match number 1. So it's going to be Rocco holding serve. Rocco punched that one out to Market Street. So service error, Rocco going for it all. A bit of a mishit. So much power that we've seen in this debut on home court for the freshman Massimo Rocco. And we got a lot of fun to look forward to this season. Pretty nasty serve but from Saldana, and a good touch by Harrington. And answering there are the Eagles, as they are fighting tooth and nail, trailing 22-13. They already trail 1-0 as the Scarlet Raiders look to make quick work of the Eagles here in set number 2. And they are 2 points away, folks. It'll be Silva to serve.
Serving Juan Silva.
Big swing from Silva, handled by Chablais. Onto the outside. Kill for Kennedy. And number 7 now to serve. That's a Jameel Wright. Yeah, it's going to be a service error, and just like that, folks, it is set point for Rutgers Newark. Jameel Wright, by the way, the psychology major, a junior out of Eagle Academy right here in Newark, who had that last serve for St. Elizabeth. And it's Ben Harrington now for Rutgers. A service error, Harrington. And we'll see number 5, Kennedy Abizam out of West Orange. He is a psych major. And it's going to be a point Rutgers on the service error. And that's it for set 2. 25-15, Rutgers with a convincing victory. Hey, folks, we'll switch them up and we'll bring you those second set statistics after this brief timeout. Set number 3, about 3 minutes away. We'll be back right after this.
Welcome to Rutgers University Newark, home of the Scarlet Raiders. Our first stop is the Paul Robeson Campus Center. The Paul Robeson Campus Center is the heart of student life through its many student organizations and boards, venues for performances and conferences. Bradley Hall is the home of 2 academic departments, arts, media and culture, and urban education. Smith Hall is one of the technology and learning spaces on campus and features state-of-the-art equipment. It's also home to the mathematics department. Here we have Boyden Hall, home of the Biology Learning Center. The center offers students a place to independently work on lab assignments while still having faculty within easy reach. The Life Sciences Building is a 67,000-foot building that features state-of-the-art equipment. As the flagship business school at a top national public research university, Rutgers Business School is strategically positioned to excel and expand by synchronizing its future plans with worldwide business trends in urbanization, globalization, and digitization. This is Engelhardt Hall, home of the Office of Graduate and Undergraduate Admissions, the Honors College, as well as a computer lab. The Center for Law and Justice building is the oldest law school in the state of New Jersey. The School of Law is considered to be among the best law schools for public interest and currently sits in the top 10 for law schools in the U.S.
Welcome back, everybody. We're in between sets number 2 and 3 here at the Golden Dome Athletic Center, Newark, New Jersey. How we doing today, folks? We're so glad you joined us. Match 1 of 3 on the day here on the home debut of your 2025 Rutgers Newark Scarlet Raiders. Big lead for Rutgers Newark against St. Elizabeth. The first match of the year for the Eagles of St. Elizabeth. They qualified for the United East Conference tournament last year. Let's take a look at some of St. Elizabeth's stats last year and who they were led by. Last year, they were led in kills by Kennedy Abizam, and we've seen a few of those from him today. Actually, it was Cody Peters with 165 kills last year, and Kennedy Abizam with 130. Both guys were returning players on this Eagles team, and they certainly have some strong pieces in place, but I think overall it's the depth of the Scarlet Raiders and the ball control, and we've got a pretty good look at several of those depth players today, as some of the starters like Koloje and Au didn't see much action there in set number 2. Leading away for St. Elizabeth, 4 kills. Number 5, Kennedy Abizam. Number 3, Jonathan Mundery with 3 kills. And for Rutgers Newark, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 different players in the kills department. Leading the way after 2 sets with 5 kills. Massimo Rocco, 3 kills for Alex Salatki, and 3 for Juan Silva. 2 kills for Ben Harrington, the freshman. Really great to see Ben making an impact here today in his home debut. 1 kill apiece for Lopez, Spring, Derek Au, and Alex Koloje. Let's go to the floor now for the start of set number 3. Kennedy a little too much on that one. So you tried to find the far corner, but it's just long.
Point, Raiders, serving number 18.
A big national championship game tonight in college football, folks. Kickoff slated for 7:30 on believe it's ABC, ESPN. The Fighting Irish of Notre Dame taking on the Buccaneers, or the Buckeyes, I should say. I got NFL on the brain today after a couple of big games yesterday. But Fighting Irish of ND taking on Ohio State, the Ohio State University, in the national championship game tonight. So big sports day. Yesterday, of course, the Eagles, big winners down in Philly, not far from here, just about an hour down the turnpike, an hour and change. Saquon Barkley running roughshod. Giants fans smarting after the year Barkley's had. MVP whispers for the all-everything running back for Philadelphia. And, of course, the Bills, big winners as well. So the NFL postseason marches on, as does this match here today. And a nasty serve, give the ace to Salaki, as the Eagles couldn't do a whole lot with that one. And down to the floor goes number 5, Kennedy Abizam, favoring that right leg, and that would not be good for head coach Daniel Crespo or Kennedy himself. As, you know, sometimes we forget these guys make it look so easy, but the athleticism in this game, if you haven't been able to see it in person, please come down to the Golden Dome this year. We got a great team, and guys like Kennedy Abizam for St. Elizabeth showing his toughness here, staying on the floor despite being banged up after that play. And, you know, these guys take bumps and bruises, speed, velocity. It's like, you know, just constant jumping, starting, stopping, very balletic. And a beautiful game to watch. And looks like Kennedy's going to try to tough it out, as he does not get nearly the height he normally has today on that serve. But he's sticking in, trying to do all he can. Oh my gosh, what a save there. Gorgeous dig from number 8, Jasmine. And that was gorgeous to watch. Jasmine just getting the palm down in time, kept the play alive. We call that a pancake from number 8, Evan Jasmine. A pancake with a little extra maple syrup on that one. Go to the outside. Oh, gorgeous swing from Cody Peters. He's been fun to watch today. Peters, I believe, the all-time kills leader for the Eagles. We mentioned earlier the broadcast in his 6th season due to COVID, and I guess, you know, different scenarios for these guys, depending on what year they came in and what the schools did with their COVID years. But Peters, in his 6th year, and a kill for Rutgers Newark. They take the lead at 5-4, as we'll see another duo of Scarlet Raiders check into the ball game. Number 21, Rocco, and number 4, Justin Joyce, the freshman, 5'11", out of Orlando, Florida. We got a couple of Timber Creek guys on this team, Ben Harrington and Justin Joyce. JJ looking to bring his dynamite here to the Golden Dome. Joyce wearing number 4 for Rutgers, making his Golden Dome debut as a Scarlet Raiders. Congratulations to Justin Joyce and his family. Always an exciting time. Stepping out for the first time as a college player in front of your home crowd. Nice setup there by JJ. Beautiful job by Joyce, as he gets it over to Rocco for the kill. Joyce gives a pat on the back. What a great job to see the smile on number 4's face. Welcome to the family, big boy. That's number 4, Justin Joyce. out of sunny Florida. I wish I was down in Florida right now. We got some crazy temps coming to the Northeast. For those of you that may be listening down in Florida, we're talking below zero wind chills, and I think the low of 9 degrees will be tonight or tomorrow, maybe 8 degrees in some places. So got to get out the hats and sweaters and scarves and anything else you can find. It's just crazy to think that baseball will be starting for Rutgers Newark, and I guess about 4 weeks time from now, man. You Floridians got it easy down there, playing baseball in this kind of weather. Hats off to these guys. Connor Cortman getting his boys ready to go. Rutgers Newark baseball is back. We'll have a preview for the upcoming season in the coming weeks. We'll look for that as we get to know our volleyball team. And gotta like what you're seeing so far if you're a Scarlet Raiders fan. And that was last touched by number 21, Rocco. I'm looking forward to talking to some of these new guys as well. As I mentioned earlier, we were scheduled to do that last week, but had some scheduling conflicts. But exciting time for Rutgers volleyball. And good job there by Mundery. St. Elizabeth College, University, I should say, is located right here in New Jersey. Nice set. Oh, an attacking error against the Eagles. So St. Elizabeth University, a private Catholic college in Morris Township. They've got a campus, I think, in Florham Park as well. 25 undergraduate programs, 16 master's programs. Pretty impressive. With only about, I think it's about 1,100 students playing in the United East, as we mentioned. And, you know, I find it very cool that former New York Jet wide receiver David Clowney, an alumni of St. Elizabeth. Got to be careful mentioning the Jets these days. Might have to duck my head. Have something thrown at me. No, I'm just teasing. Jets and Giants have been the talk of lots of folks as far as the struggles that those two teams have had. But hey, look, the only true New York team, some might say, the Buffalo Bills, located and play in the state of New York. Both New York teams down here play here, right here in New Jersey, at MetLife Stadium. As play continues here at the Golden Dome, and Eagles making a run here in set number 3. Good point developing here. Ow! Big swing. He took a little off of it, but Harrington will get the kill. St. Elizabeth, some of their women's sports, basketball, cross country, tennis, which is pretty cool. Men's tennis also at St. Elizabeth. Jealous we don't have that here at Newark. Speaking of tennis, we got a little, one of the Grand Slams being played right now down in Australia. The Australian Open. Always fun when those big tournaments come around. This one kicking off 2025 for the pro tennis circuit. So after that Eagles point, Saldana will now serve. Saldana. number 9. Saldana. He went to Frank Cicerel Academy. It will be Rutgers' point as they even up at 12. And hey, look at this. Number 15, Juan Silva to serve. Misdirection there by Comine. Answering was number 7, Peters. Big swing there by number 10, Mundere. And it's Lopez over for Rutgers. It's Mundere again. Now to the outside. Oh, gorgeous. Kill. That was Harrington. And now it's Juan Silva. Again for Rutgers as they take the lead, 13-12. Excellent block of the net by Comine. Beautiful job by Jasmine to keep it alive for Rutgers. And Silva with some speed on that return, but it's handled by the Eagles. Coming back, it's Comine, now to the outside for Peters. It's long, point Rutgers. Rutgers now with a 2-point lead here in set number 3. They lead at 2-0, folks. And coming up after this one, it'll be St. Elizabeth taking on Bard College as part of our tri-match here today at the Golden Dome Athletic Center. Silva again through the middle, and it's blocked. Great job in the middle by Lopez. He's joined by Comine and Harrington. Paradis wearing the libero jersey. And you've got Gavin Walker-Mason on the floor in addition to Silva. Now it's Silva from the outside. Getting a piece of that was Romero. Punching it over was Mundere. It will be a point for Rutgers as they take the 16-12 lead. We're at about the halfway point of this set number 3. Rutgers took the first set 25-9 and the second set 25-15. Rutgers keeps it alive. What's the call here? Going to be a net violation. A good positioning by number 12, Randall Romero, the freshman out of Elmwood Park, New Jersey, right there in the middle. Peters with the serve. Silva attacking error. Point Eagles.
Point Eagles.
So once again, number 7 for the Eagles to serve. His parents are Carrie and Devin Peters, and he's got a brother, Logan. And that's going to go to the Raiders. So it's Ben Harrington now for Rutgers. And that's going to be a service error for Harrington. We'll now see number 12, Randall Romero. Paradis is there onto the outside. Getting a piece of that was Kennedy Abizam. Good job at the net by the Eagles. I like how these guys are not giving up. They pull within a point on the strong serve from Romero. Romero, a low lining serve. Silva. Oh, Silva had a lot of real estate in that back corner and took advantage of it. Good court vision by number 15, Juan Silva, who's looked great today. Go over some of these numbers real quick for you. It's 18 now, serving 16. Good point here. And a kill for Mundere. Serving now, it'll be number 2. Diego Rondon, the 6-footer. Rondon is a sport management and marketing major. Played a little soccer and bowled in high school. And he's got 3 siblings. Hilda, shout out Hilda, Massimo, and Stephanie. His favorite musical artist is Fide. Favorite color, red. Favorite sports team, FC Barcelona. And of course, we're talking about the talented Diego Rondon. What a point this is. Oh, it's going to be saved by Mundere, but a violation at the net will give the Raiders the point. Now 19 serving 18. It'll be Comine for Rutgers. And a bit of a misplay there. Chabley couldn't control for the Eagles, and it makes it 20-18. And a timeout for St. Elizabeth. Let's go over some of the numbers here real quick, folks. Got to refresh this page. Stats are a little slow today. Let me double check these stats, and we'll. Oh, there we go. Now they're updated. Okay, let me take you somewhere. We're going to keep it here, folks. So, leading the way for Rutgers. 5 kills for Harrington, 4 for Silva, 6 for Massimo Rocco, 4 for Silva, 3 for Salaki, 1 for Kaloje, Spring with 1, Lopez with 1. 4 aces for Comine, 3 for Kaloje, and 4 St. Elizabeth. 6 kills for Kennedy Abizam, 5 for Mundere, 3 for Peters. So 22 attacking errors for St. Elizabeth to 12 for Rutgers. 22 kills for Rutgers to 14 for St. Elizabeth. Rutgers is hitting 161. And they have 14 service aces to 12 for St. Elizabeth. 7 blocks to 4 for Rutgers. And the reception errors, 11 for the Eagles and just 2 for Rutgers. So tell some of the story, folks, as it's now 20-18 for the Scarlet Raiders. They are 5 points away from closing this thing out here in straight sets. Let's see if Rutgers can do just that. Comine with the serve. Ooh, left-handed swing, but it's long. That was Saldana who couldn't convert. Comine now 21 serving 18. So we've got Bard College now making their way into the gym as they will get set for match number 2 as part of our tri-match here today. Kennedy with a no-doubter. Man, that was beautiful from number 5, Kennedy Abizam. And it will be the 5'8" freshman, Mundere. The back set there, that was beautiful to watch as Solotki with a gigantic kill for Rutgers puts them back. Oh no, I guess that was long. I'm sorry. Eagles with the point. They go up 21-20. They trail 21-20. That one counts. So Solotki answers back. And now 22-20. Solotki to serve. Big swing from Solotki. Is it good enough for an ace? And it is. Now 23-20. 2 points away as the Eagles are going to call a timeout. Folks, we'll be back with the conclusion of set number 3 right after this.
The European Wax Center on Halsey Street in Newark. Come on in.
Back live at the Golden Dome Athletic Center after that St. Elizabeth timeout. We will have a post-game interview lined up if Rutgers can hang on and talk things over. Boys, I'm talking to some of the boys here at Press Row. Any votes for our player of the game, boys? Vince Taylor, Aaron Cohen, don't be shy, Paul Recchia. Well, leading the way with kills is Massimo, the big boy in the middle, new guy. Okay, Massimo might be getting the honors, folks. We will have a live and camera interview, unless we have a new miracle on ice or a miracle on wood. It'll be number 3, Sammy Lugo. So Massimo, I can get the Old Bridge guy to check in with us. He's one of the statistical leaders of this team. We'll give a little love to Massimo, and then maybe one of the more veteran guys after the third match. That's if we win. So the rule is, got to earn your interview after wins only. So we should be having a lot of interviews this year, folks. That's my guess. So it's number 7, Johnson, to serve. Ooh, man, Amir's got a nasty serve. Big swing from the left-handed number 9, Saldana. Oh! Nice job in the middle by the freshman, Romero. Randall fearless on that play, knocks it back. And the Eagles scratching and clawing, fending off match point. 22 serving 24. And it's out. Point Rutgers. Folks, that's going to do it for Rutgers Newark. They take it in 3 straight sets. Folks, stand by for our post-game interview with our MVP. We'll be back after this. Welcome back, everybody. We're here live at the Golden Dome Athletic Center. Look who we got here, everybody. The player of the game, Massimo
Rocco.
So it's Rocco, not Rocco.
Rocco.
One of the new faces. We're still getting to know each other, everybody. 6 big kills for the freshman. Hey, man, talk about hitting the ground running. How does it feel to come back after a tough loss down in Atlantic City? I know you split the 3, the tri-match down there, but home debut, your college debut, it's got to feel pretty cool to get the win and contribute as much as you did here today.
Yeah, it feels good. I love playing in the Dome. It's a great atmosphere, and I love playing with the guys.
Massimo, an Old Bridge guy, and we know the connection there. Not everybody does, but tell us a little bit what brought you here to Rutgers and your career at Old Bridge and how it feels to be a college guy now.
Feels good. I mean, playing at Old Bridge, a lot of the Old Bridge guys come here. It's kind of like everyone, if you're playing at Old Bridge, you're most likely going to Rutgers Newark. So even Coach Aiden, he's from Old Bridge. We got 2 guys on the team now, and we got some kids coming next year, hopefully. And it feels good. I mean, it feels good to play with these guys again, and it's good to be out on the court with them.
So, Massimo, you go from playing a top 20 team in the country, maybe I think somewhere around 15 in LaSalle. Yeah. You lose in straight sets. You answer back to maybe a team maybe not as deep as you guys out of the United East Conference. How important is it to use these matches, both maybe some stronger programs and maybe some programs that aren't as strong, as a measuring stick to where this season has begun and where it ultimately can go?
I mean, we just got to play our game. We're going to play up to teams that might be a little bit better than us, but we're also going to have to keep our level, play our game when we're playing down to teams that are a little bit worse than us. I mean, we just got to play our game, and at the end of the day, I think we're going to pull through no matter what if we just play Rutgers volleyball.
So, Massimo, for those who may not know you or we're trying to get to know, I guess it's like at least, 5, 6 freshmen this year on the team? Somewhere around there.
6, yeah.
6. So what were some of your concerns coming in as far as maybe a little nerves or maybe not? Tell us about what you think some of your strengths are individually that you bring to this Scarlet Raiders team.
I think coming in, hitting-wise, I've always been a threat at the net. but I always wanted to work on my blocking, and Coach Aiden and Coach Danny especially has helped me improve a lot, and I think it's been showing a lot on the court. But definitely being a threat at the net is probably my biggest.
How important is it to have some of the older guys like Derek, who's an All-American, a fifth-year player, some of the veterans to look up to and kind of help you along the way, as it were, as you start what looks like is going to be a really great, solid career here at Rutgers?
I mean, playing with Derek, he's phenomenal. Probably best setter I've ever played with. He's super crafty, and you could tell why he has all of his accolades that he has. Respect to him. He's had a great career, and we just want to end it off good for him.
And finally, Massimo, when it looks like you may have lost to graduation in size, or maybe not the tallest team this year, you certainly seem to be physical, and the ball control seems to be there. How important is the physical part of this game to maybe make up for some of that loss in height that we've seen in years past?
I mean, definitely physicality is super important. We have a bunch of guys that can slam the ball, and even going against these big teams, I think we just work on swinging at those high hands, and we really been drilling at that at practice because we're an undersized team, but I think it's going to work out really well for us.
You got another match coming up against Bard. What do you guys do between matches, and your thoughts on the final match of the day?
I think we're going to get some grub because a lot of guys are pretty hungry.
Right.
Rest up, and same thing. Just going to put in that work, I guess.
Coming up next, it's Bard and St. Elizabeth, and finally, this guy leading the way, hopefully, in match number 3 against Bard, tentatively scheduled for about 6 o'clock. 2 more games to go as part of our tri-match here at Rutgers Newark. John Heffernan with the player of the game, Massimo Rocco, the 6'4 freshman out of Old Bridge. Let's give it up, Massimo. We like to do something maybe a little cheesy, but for our viewers, we sign off with a little on 3. Let's go, Scarlet Raiders. Are you up for it?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Let's do it.
On 3, 1, 2, 3. Let's go, Scarlet Raiders. We'll see you in a little bit, everybody. Take care.